I'm the king of this shit, yeah, I'm built to last. Bitches trying to front, but they don't got the craft. Rolling with my crew, we move quick like a flash. Living that street life, making money, making cash. I hate your team, they weak, they just wanna crash. But I'm balling on a level, yo, I'm sipping on that sass. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, know you hate my clarity. We live in thug life, that's the reality. I'm the voice of the streets, I'm the absolute truth. Got these fuckers shook, they just playing the sleuth. You claiming that you tough, but where's your proof? I'm flexing all these wannabes, I'm the living proof. Hard street living, always rolling deep. In the shadows making moves, never lose my sleep. My rhymes hit hard like a punch from the street. So fuck with me, you know you can't compete. Stacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, you know I did. We live in thug life, that ain't no shit. Smack, smack, yeah, we making waves. Cast hitting hard like we digging graves. Got that fire in my soul, feel the heat that raves. In this life, boy, you either thug or just slaves. With my crew by my side, we rise up like kings. Life's a game of chess and I'm pulling the strings. Got the world on my back, but I'm counting these blings. Motherfuck your team, they don't know where to sing. I'm the real deal, no imitation. Spitting raw truth, no hesitation. Built from the struggle, pure determination. Smacking off the podcast, my revelation. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a parody. Fuck your mama, know you hate my clarity. We live in thug life, that's the reality. I'm the voice of the streets, I'm the absolute truth. Got these fuckers shook, they just playing the sleuth. You claiming that you tough, but where's your proof? I'm flexing on these wannabes, I'm the living proof. Hard street living, always rolling deep. In the shadows making moves, never lose my sleep. My rhymes hit hard like a punch from the street. So with me, you know you can't compete. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a fucking freak. Fuck your mama, you know we all did. We live in thug life, that ain't no shit.
What you daddy don't like, you don't. I'll be you back in Mortal. The sun's back alive. What you white, like the gun. One together, we know, don't do, we know. We know, don't do, we know. What you do.
Smacking off the podcast, yeah, we making waves. Cash hitting hard like we digging graves. Got that fire in my soul, feel the heat that raves. In this life, boy, you either thug or just slaves. With my crew by my side, we rise up like kings. Life's a game of chess and I'm pulling the strings. Got the world on my back while I'm counting these blings. Motherfuck your team, they don't know where to sing. I'm the real deal, no imitation. Spitting raw truth, no hesitation. Built from the struggle, pure determination. Smacking off the podcast, my revelation. Smacking off the podcast, don't you step to me. Talking all that noise, but you're just a fucking freak.
We fuck, won't you brew and step up in my grave? I'm a servant, I'll be riding way for wickedness day. Skating on the tombstone, showing my style. Vampires lurking, but they don't last a mile. Ghosts and ghouls, my crew's packing heat. Ripping up the night like a beast on the street. Bitches try to haunt, but they ain't got a chance for digging deep. Living life, doing the undead dance. Surfing through the graveyard, fearless and bold. Vampires ain't shit, they can't touch my soul. Not fucking around, this is how we get down. The surfing dead king of the underground. I'm riding high on a wave of black mist. Death in my system can't resist this twist. Ballin' like a boss while I spit these rhymes. Sipping on the grape juice, toasting to good times. We crashing through the night, zombies on the rise. Buried deep in the shadows, we're the ultimate surprise. Flesh-eating fiends, but we're chillin' with finesse. You step up to my crew, better come correct, no less. Surfing through the graveyard, fearless and bold. Vampires ain't shit, they can't touch my soul. Not fucking around, this is how we get down. The surfing dead king of the underground. I'm riding high on a wave of black mist. Death in my system can't resist this twist. Falling like a boss while I spit these rhymes. Sipping on the grape juice, toasting to good times. We crashing through the night, zombies on the rise. Buried deep in the shadows, we're the ultimate surprise. Flesh-eating fiends, but we're chilling with finesse. You step up to my crew, better come correct, no less. Surfing through the graveyard, fearless and bold. Vampires ain't shit, they can't touch my soul. Not fucking around, this is how we get down. The surfing dead king of the underground. I'm riding high on a wave of black mist. Death in my system can't resist this twist. Falling like a boss while I spit these rhymes. Sipping on the grape juice, toasting to good times. We crashing through the night, zombies on the rise. Buried deep in the shadows, we're the ultimate surprise. Flesh-eating fiends, but we chillin' with finesse. You step up to my crew, better come correct, no less. Surfing through the graveyard, fearless and bold. Vampires ain't shit, they can't touch my soul. Not fucking around, this is how we get down. The surfing dead king of the underground.
Have you seen the ghost of John? Long white bones with the rest all gone. Ooh, wouldn't it be chilly with no skin on? No skin on, no skin on. Wouldn't it be chilly with no skin on? Ghost that knows not of his fate, lost in the dark, searching for the gate. Ooh, wouldn't it be scary when you're trapped that way? Trapped that way, trapped that way. Wouldn't it be scary when you're trapped that way?
The way we played against Southern Cal and Ohio State, I think we walk out of there with a victory.
Mario's capable of fucking it up somehow.
We have to be on game day. You know what that's going to be like.
No.
You don't play.
Damn you, Ed.
It's like I like that graphic. I look like Dr. Demento. I like that. I like Dr.
Yeah, you noticed that too, didn't you?
You're a dead man walking toward the unemployment line.
You ain't nothing but a punk bitch. Fuck you and every goddamn thing you stand for.
Smacking off the puck.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to Smacking Off, the podcast. This week we got all these big games of the week. What's up with you, Doug?
What's going on, man? I swear to God, I went ahead and picked the games this week because there were so many I was overwhelmed. And even Sean hit me up and he was like, make sure you get these and these. And I had to add extra games. I actually did it before Sean hit me up, but there was no way to do exactly 10 games. I've got 10 main games, but we got to look at other fucking games because there's so many fucking games this week.
Oh, yeah. There's rivalry games. There's ranked matchups. There's big road games, big program-changing games based on what happens with them that could even put people in to a donkey balls and or dead man walking experience, kind of like Mr. Franklin.
Absolutely. And Nikki, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, good. Ed, are you awake?
I'm awake.
I'm fucking with you, Ned. I mean, sorry, Ed. Did I call him Ned?
Ned Flanders.
What's going on, Ed?
I'm here, man. I always get home like 15 minutes before the podcast on Thursday.
So it's like, it works out great for you, doesn't it? You have to cook dinner in 3 minutes and then eat in 2 minutes and then do the podcast, don't you?
I had a brownie.
A brownie?
A brownie.
Oh, was it a
Was it a
pot
good brownie? Yeah.
Regular brownie.
Regular
Oh.
brownie?
That's no fun.
I've never had a pot brownie that I know of. I did have
really?
brownies at a party one time, and I got the munchies afterwards. So I suspect, but nobody would own up to it.
They usually make you fall asleep whenever I eat that kind of substance. It usually puts me to sleep. So I'm not a big fan of edibles, and I've switched my whole marijuana experience from years and years of wanting to have Kush to calm my crazy ass down. Now I'm in the opposite direction in a sativa thing, so I can be hype all the time, like Nikki and Ed.
Nice.
Mr. Sean, what's up?
What's going on, team?
It's a hell of a week, isn't it?
It's a loaded week. We love it.
And I just got to go ahead and throw this out there. People are offended by what's his name? Is it Colonel Reb, or is it something else? Am I just doing a slang?
That's their
Colonel
mascot.
Reb is gone. Colonel Reb
Yeah,
is no longer the mascot at all.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
he's still
it's
there,
always-
though, but people are offended by him. So I just want to let everybody know that I feel your sensitivities, and I replaced them with Colonel Sanders.
Yeah,
Well, everyone
that's
loves
just-
Colonel Sanders.
Everybody, exactly. We had some Kentucky Fried Chicken earlier today.
That's who they should make their mascot instead of like the rebel bear.
That's an NIL thing.
Shark.
Yeah, you get some serious
Dog.
brand marketing there.
If we're going to do that, though,
It's not going to happen.
Let's at least give him a hat with a shark fin on it.
But it's not
How
going to happen
many
because
mascots
Young
have they
Brands,
had?
Aren't they
Young
the
Brands is
Sharks
out of Louisville.
/ Bears now anyway?
Yeah, they're the Land Sharks. They're the Bears. They were the Rebels. At one point, Lane said "screw it," and his dog became the mascot.
Oh, that
Um,
you know what? He should do that. Can he?
He
make an
did.
executive. Can he do an executive order?
yeah, this is our mascot since the school can't figure it out. And
I mean,
he had
he
his
had-
dog on the sideline.
He's the big cheese, right?
Mhm.
Over there.
It looks like
Yep,
Maurice
he
is
had
the big piece.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
going with it. I'm feeling this.
Maurice is the big cheese because he's rubbing shoulders with Colonel Sanders, who is owned by Young Brands in Louisville, and they're not going to let go of him to some pilly ass Ole Miss that just flash the pan will never make it school. They've got to lay it on somebody like that's equally shitty like the University of Louisville. So I don't think they're going to come off him. But Maurice says
this week that Colonel Sanders can support Ole Miss, so I'm going to go with that.
Well,
Do you
Bob,
think that's why
Yum,
they're the
Yum Brands
Cardinals?
also owns Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. That's why they're all like in the same place.
Yeah, it's like American Pie, man. It really is.
Yeah.
So
Dr.
they
Balls, do you think that's why they're the Cardinals?
Oh, no.
Maybe KFC really isn't chicken.
There are really people who believe that Maurice is not a real guy, but Maurice is he's our entertainment lawyer.
That's right. He's done like
he's a real guy, isn't he, Dane?
Fuck yeah, he is.
Yeah,
dude.
Dane had to come through Maurice to get on the fucking show. That's why Dane is late.
Well, because we've had to use him so many times because of Dane.
Yeah,
And Nikki, you might be onto something about it being Cardinal because remember in Anchorman too, the chicken whammy chicken was made out of bats.
Yes.
Exactly. But
and
you
they're
know what?
from Loserville, so why wouldn't it be?
This is something interesting because me and my daughter always have this conversation.
Loserville.
Sean, me and my daughter always have this conversation watching Anchorman 2. Bats would actually be more expensive to serve.
Right.
Because there's nobody producing them in mass. You'd have to really go to the caves. You'd have to send fucking expert bat hunters in there.
But Cardinals would make sense. That's why we don't see many of them anymore.
Way cheaper to do these steroid chickens, man. I promise you. But anyway, god damn it. What are we doing? We got a lot of games. So we got a goal.
Yo, Ole Miss is playing Georgia. Is that?
Yeah,
true?
and that's our game of the week. I couldn't pick anything else. I thought about Notre Dame and USC because of the.
Dude, I got Ole Miss by 50.
No, I don't.
They 24.
Where's
What
the
about
game
you
being
BYU?
played?
There's a big game.
Are they playing?
Yeah,
in
the Holy
Oxford?
War. Yeah, that's a big one.
Dude,
Yeah.
They're
I don't
gonna
know. I
skull
feel like-
drag fucking Georgia, dude.
I'm pulling for Ole Miss, but I think that Ole Miss will blow this one. I don't know why. I just do.
Hop
Well,
on the
what
lane
refs
train.
are working
brother.
the game?
Can't do it, man. But before we jump in, I just want to say that 2025 we've already lost 2 fucking music legends, Ozzy and then Ace Frehley today. And we got a lot more to come, guys, because these guys ain't getting any fucking younger.
Oh, no.
They've done a number to their bodies.
They're not spring chickens anymore.
And they didn't exactly take care of themselves either.
Or
Sean.
Cardinals.
No,
They done a lot of cocaine in the 80s and 90s in particular, you know.
that'll get you.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But it was
Well, I mean,
pure
there
back
is,
then.
but if you want to live a long
Right.
life, like if you want to get to 90, it's probably not the way
Dude,
to go.
there's
But
people
I'll
that
say-
chain
I'll say it-
smoke
I'll say it now.
cigarettes and snort cocaine for their whole lives, and they live to be fucking 100, dude.
Yeah,
I
like,
think
like
as long
George
as
Burns.
it's pure. This
Yeah.
new stuff's not pure. Like that 80s and 70s stuff was pure. Now
Are
it's
you
I
talking
lit.
don't
about-
know what you're talking about. We're dropping bombs on that.
Are you talking
shit.
about
Don't you
cocaine or
worry,
ass
man.
crack, Nikki?
Both.
No,
Oh Lord.
not pure, he
No.
says.
I mean, seriously, both.
Who all's on this podcast today?
Too many people.
Who
Man. We
did
got
I
to jump into
join
these
on?
games, Dane.
But I'm going to
We're
tell
going
you,
to give him game. That's
if
right.
there's a show on the day that Mick Jagger passes, I am calling out.
Good.
God damn it, Ed. Dude, if
Did
I
you
can
talk
do the
to
show
anybody?
when Ace Frehley passes, you can do it when Mick Jagger passes.
All
He's
right,
old.
good point.
He's old as fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
God damn it, Ed.
How old's his girlfriend?
28.
Oh,
That's how
22,
you
sorry.
fucking- That's how you measure the
About the
man.
same age as Belichick's girlfriend.
that's what I was going to say. They're sorority sisters.
Holy shit!
Damn it, Jim.
All right, what are the games?
So,
I don't know, but I see one interesting off the top, Doug. I see what I would like to term to be the all futility bowl.
So I whittled this down a little bit, Sean. If there's something that's not on here, bring it up.
You got it.
All righty. So I guess we're looking at Georgia Tech at Duke.
Yeah,
That's
Ooh.
I mean, any other week, this game is probably on there, but there's so many fucking games, and I threw some in there that are questionable, and we can talk about it, and we can even make fun of me for doing so. But Arkansas and Texas A&M has a big blinking light to me because
A rival.
It's going to be and it's in Arkansas, and you've got Petrino, and things are looking different than they were, and you got A&M that's got everything to lose. So,
Yeah, well, I think
How
there
many
are.
undefeateds are there left? I
11.
haven't really been keeping up with
There are
them all.
11 teams in FBS that are still unbeaten.
11. That's a pretty good number there.
That's a lot,
Tarleton's
isn't it?
still undefeated. They're 6-0 in FCS.
That's
Good.
pretty cool.
Hell yeah. So what do y'all think about Georgia Tech at Duke? I mean, Duke is 3-0 in the conference, guys. I mean, anything could happen. That could be
what? I'm not going to go into. I mean, I don't know much about this.
Is there a
I know
quarterback
Georgia
playing?
Who?
Georgia
King.
Tech's quarterback?
Haynes King.
Yeah. Is he playing?
So far, looks like it.
Okay,
I would
so
bet money on that guy.
Playing
Holy
or not
shit.
playing, something tells me that because Georgia Tech has looked pretty good and Duke has looked capable, and this is on the road for Georgia Tech, give me Duke by a field goal.
Well, they're
That's
not
who
even
I'm
getting
betting,
that from the men in the desert there, Doug. Duke is only a 1.5-point favorite at home.
Yep.
Ain't no way.
So they cover with a field goal.
They
win.
would cover with that field goal, yeah.
What the fuck's I do?
Bob,
sorry.
I have a question,
What's up?
and you may not even know the answer, but Sean probably does. Has Texas Longhorns ever been at Lexington?
No.
I don't think they have. Yeah, I think that's a correct answer. I will. I will look it up while we're going around the horn with this Duke Georgia Tech game.
Got to be a little bit of emotion for UK. Alabama had never been to FSU this year, and you saw what happened there in FSU. I mean, Dane knows, but hey, Dane, I wouldn't laugh yet. Y'all ain't played the FSU yet, have you?
No, not yet. We get them at home though, right?
Yeah.
Or do
Man,
we
it'd be
get?
embarrassing if they went
I
up
don't
in you,
even
right?
know.
What if they go up in y'all?
When do we play FSU?
Stitches.
Dane, I thought you had that Clemson schedule memorized. Come on.
I don't, man.
Man, you know what that made me think of?
I
What
work
you said
every
there?
day, dude. Fucking
So I'm gonna go ahead and side with Bob
stockpiling
here.
shit.
I'm gonna side with Bob. Texas by 10, even on the road here.
Oh no! This is how bad my luck could be, Doug. Is that Kentucky could win that game and they could extend the tenure of Bob Stoops by one more game?
Okay, you really want this, Bob?
No, I don't really want it. I mean, you want to root for your team to win, but when you got a history of losing, it seems like it ain't getting no better. I mean, you kind of wish that it would continue on to losing bad enough where they run this guy out of town, get something new, fresh going on. And even if.
So me and Bob disagree. I'm fine with that.
You are absolutely correct, Doug. Texas has never visited the bluegrass of Lexington, Kentucky. They've only played twice, though, in their history, both times in Austin.
I just feel if Kentucky wins, it gives them and the fans that hype that the fans actually don't want. But if they beat Texas at home, they're going to want the excitement that comes with it.
That's going to ruin some RPI, I guess, or football power index for whatever teams, though, that played Texas. If Kentucky beats Texas and knocks them out of the rankings, then that's going to cause some.
They haven't beaten anybody of refute.
Dr. Balls, let me ask you a question.
I guess unless you consider Oklahoma's going all the way, but I don't think so. I think Oklahoma.
But they look like dog shit.
I think Oklahoma's got some more losses on their schedule, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, Dane, ask Bob a question.
Which coach would you rather have, Stoops or Sark?
I wouldn't want either one of them because
I don't know. Sark's wife's pretty hot.
Stoops has continued on, and he reached a certain plateau. And that's about as far as this can go. And my hat's off to him for doing that, right? Because it was awful under Joe Phillips. But he didn't really go much further than Coach Brooks did. And then he go to Sark, Well, Sark, now we're able to look at this with a little bit of hindsight based on what's happened in the past and what's happened this year. Now we realize that even with all the money and assets and resources thrown at the problem of Texas, that Coach Sark can't break him through to anywhere near the hype level they entered the season with.
Well,
I feel like the hype was
caveat that, Dr. Balls, because
crazy though.
Sark doesn't create that hype. That's the media.
Right.
You know. And
Yeah,
so
but
far since he's been there,
tired.
he's taken Texas to the CFP twice. I mean, that's pretty good in today's day and age.
Right. What are they?
And one of those
right
CFPs
now?
was still when it was at 4 teams, by the way.
Yep.
Well, I'm just not impressed with them. I think that if you have that much resources, the results should be better. And I think the fact that they started out at such a high ranking in the year where they were in the 4-team playoff made sure that they were seeded high enough at the end to get it even with critical loss. So to me, Texas is the most overrated program of my entire life. And they haven't been relevant since Darrell Royal, unless you count Mac Brown, right? And under Mac Brown, they cheated, right?
What about when Vince Young led them to a national championship in 2005?
So when Mac Brown won the national championship, was due to cheating. And I mean, now that cheating is
in
open.
2005, Mac Brown was cheating.
Yes, he was getting all kinds of NCAA schedules through his entire tenure at Texas, and I think it's one of the reasons he ducked the program.
Okay, I have a question. What about Gundy at Kentucky?
Say what now?
Gundy?
What about Gundy at Kentucky? So
No, you don't.
No, listen.
You don't play. You don't replace one. You don't replace one loser with another.
He's pissed off.
It's a
He
match
comes
made
in.
in heaven.
He knows how to recruit, and he has
With
a mullet.
the mullet.
Yeah.
John
Do
Sumrall.
y'all allow mullets, Bob?
What's that?
Yeah.
Not in
Do y'all
Lexington.
allow mullets?
Not Lexington.
Oh yeah, I got one right now.
Okay, good. Okay, so we can bring them in. There's
I
no
think
legal
it would-
roadblocks.
I'm just saying he's pissed off after getting canned in the middle of the season. He takes on a program. He starts bringing in. He already had some pretty decent names coming in for next season. You bring in those recruits to Kentucky, he could turn that program around pretty damn quick.
I don't think so because the recruits that he could bring to Oklahoma State are not good enough to win in the SEC. They weren't good enough to win in the Big 12. They weren't good enough to win in the Big 12, even with the resources he had.
I think he has had enough of the bullshit at Oklahoma State. I think there was more to it than him just not coaching. You've got it. This coach has been a winning coach for how many years?
I think he's got Dabo's mindset. Like he's not with the professionalizing this shit.
So
he loves himself a good pizza party.
Absolutely.
T-Boone Pickens is dead. That's the real problem. T-Boone Pickens.
You guys sure played great this week. Let's have a pizza party.
So Bob, just admit it. You have a problem with the mullet, don't you?
I mean, I don't think that. Here's the thing about Gundy. Gundy was the quarterback at that program. Then he was the head coach. He had some success. T-Boone Pickens died, so therefore there's no money. I don't believe that he translated it, that he's some kind of great coach. You know, he didn't break through the absolute top echelon of the Big 12, even when it was a valid conference with Texas and Oklahoma in it. So therefore, moving to Kentucky is not a great idea. And I hope he gets the job. Well, you could say he could be an offensive coordinator, but I can't think of what he did innovative at Oklahoma State. And I noticed that the Dogfather, Bruce Martinez, has joined us.
Dr. Balls, I got a coach for you.
Who's that?
And he grew up not far across the Ohio River in Ohio. He's a Dayton, Ohio guy, and he's looking for a job, a coaching job. He's got a job right now in media, but what do you think about former Raiders coach John Gruden at Kentucky? What do you think? John Gruden, Chucky.
It'd be gimmicky, but I'm for John Sumrall. But Gruden would be interesting, but I don't think Kentucky could be associated with their position in history, can be associated with anybody that's been associated with racism. Now, we don't know whether or not he actually exhibited racism. All we have is that people claim the email said that he used racist terms. But when you had
I thought his terms were sexist terms. The other guy, the
more
Washington
sexist terms I ever heard of racial terms.
Yeah, I didn't hear racial with Gruden. That was the other guy, that he was corresponding with, the guy from Washington.
Now, as far as Texas terms goes, that put him right in line with old school Lexington stuff, you know. But if he ever said, from my understanding, that he had also, you're saying he only was corresponded to by somebody else as being racist. But if he didn't stand up and say something about it, you guys, you got to remember, it hasn't been that long. The last time, I can't put a year on it, but sometime in the last 30 years, there's been dogs and fire hoses in Lexington against black people. Okay, so you can't.
That's terrible. That's unacceptable.
But I'm just telling you that it's happened, right? So if there's any association with bigotry or racism, he can't be the coach of the University of Kentucky.
Sure, I agree.
Why, man? A lot of times that shit's fake news.
Sometimes.
Oh, it wasn't fake news. I watched it go on.
Sometimes it's honest.
Real quick, Bruce. Bruce, how's the weather out in Hawaii?
87 degrees, cloudy, and wonderful.
So you're
it's
miserable
wonderful
right
on this old body.
So you're miserable right now.
Oh no, I'm not miserable. I'm in high cotton, as you would say, Doug. I'm in high cotton.
No, I've never used that term, but I will now that you mention it.
He's farting through silk.
Real quick, let's go and get through these games. Texas Tech at Arizona State.
Is Arizona State's quarterback back?
Let's see. I'm going to look it up.
Matters.
Is ASU?
It definitely does.
Too.
No, it
Not
matters.
with
This
Tech.
is on the road, though. It's on the road. I mean,
Yeah, they're traveling into, and that is just a stadium that, I mean, the weirdest shit happens. I mean, you know, so yeah, good luck.
Levitt is probable. They're saying he's probable. So it's probable. A lot of things are probable in life. It's probable I could win the lottery. The odds of it are low. So I guess they're keeping that close to the vest. And I'm looking here. I'm reading the Arizona Republic article and trend towards playing when they square off against Texas Tech at Mountain America Stadium. But he said that their junior running back would be out for the foreseeable future, but Levitt is listed as probable in the initial Big 12 availability report. But he didn't play at Utah on the Sunday, was lost 42-10. Yeah. So we hope he plays.
Give me
Tech
Texas
is a
Tech.
7.5 point favorite right now.
Yeah, give me Texas Tech 30-28.
Nice. I think that sounds about right. Since they're at Arizona State, and I think Arizona State's well coached, so I'm going to say Texas Tech 31-30. What about you, Sean?
Yeah, I'm with you. Texas Tech 38, Arizona State 20.
Ooh.
And then for those last two, I got Georgia Tech winning at Duke by a field goal. And then, sorry, Bob, I got Texas beating Kentucky in Lexington.
Goodness.
Okay, these are extra games. Everybody doesn't have to chime in unless they want to.
So Mississippi at Florida. Now, Nikki, I'm interested in you taking on this. This is the one I call the all futility bowl, right? Because nothing really good can happen by losing or winning for either team. It's just entertainment, in my opinion. Am I wrong, Nikki?
No, the only thing for us is it's homecoming. So, of course, you want to show out just because it's homecoming. We've had some shitty homecoming games the last few years, so it would be nice to.
We can breeze over this one quickly. Gators big.
Yeah, I think it's going to
Big.
I think they destroy them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a chance in hell. But, you know.
Gators in a bowl game, Nikki?
I don't know yet. It depends on what team shows up. I've seen 4 different teams this whole season. I've seen undisciplined. I've seen absolutely talented. I've seen who the hell even is coaching these teams. Like, there's no consistency.
Yeah, give me the Gators by 17.
Nice. I got Gators by 50.
Yeah, I'm of a different mind. Sorry, buddy. I think it's going to be close, and I would say 2017, Florida or Mississippi. Excuse me. I'll even go on the edge and go out.
Sorry, Mississippi State.
Yeah,
Mississippi State.
And to answer your question, I got Florida getting to 6-6 and going bowling. I do.
Nice.
They could.
Yeah.
Especially we're in that easier part of the season right now. We've gone through our gauntlet and it's kind of slowing down.
I think you guys can upset Tennessee because you have them down in games.
I do too. They haven't beat us at the Swamp in 16 meetings.
Ed, what's your thoughts?
I also have Florida big in this one. I'm not sure they get to 6-6, but they're on the play for Billy watch, and I think they show out this week.
All right, so let's jump to the 10 games, and we're going to have to make up some time. So we'll go after the. We'll do something, right?
There you go. And look at this. The first game of the week is on a Friday. So thank God it's Friday tomorrow. And we're talking about Louisville at Miami. Now, Louisville's okay, guys, but me personally, I think the U is going to crush them. What do you think, Dave?
Who?
Louisville at Miami.
I think Miami is going to fucking steamroll Louisville.
Yep.
And I hope I get to watch that. I don't want it to be close. Fuck Louisville, man.
Yes. There you go. Fuck Louisville. L's down. What do you think on it, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, Louisville would maybe have a puncher's chance if it was in Louisville, but it's down at Hard Rock, and Miami's rested, waiting to go. They're a 13.5-point favorite, and I think they cover that number. Canes 35, Louisville 13.
Ed.
Yeah, I'm with Sean on this one. I think Miami will be tested. Not this week. I got it a little bit closer. It's something like 38-24.
Hell yeah. I like that. What about you, Bruce? What you got on this monumental affair?
I like Miami.
I like Miami. You're like, do you remember Tom T. Hall, Bruce?
What's that, Tom T. Hall? Yes, I do.
Yeah, I like beer.
I like beer.
Yeah, that's a fucking classic, Bob. Thank you for bringing that one up.
Oh yeah, he lived 20 miles from here, but I was probably 20 years old before I connected him with being famous. By the way, even though I knew about Tom T. Hall, I know it sounds crazy, but he lived over here in Olivefield, and he was just a normal guy. I had no idea he was famous. And then, okay, so what you got on this one, Dane?
What?
Miami
by 500.
I'm just checking.
Dane already picked on this one.
What about Nikki? What's she got on it?
I've got Miami 42. I'll give Louisville 17. Starters come out at the half.
Nice. And I think Miami's going to push Louisville around with their offensive line, which I find highly impressive. And I like Louisville's number 2, not Louisville's, but Miami's number 2 ranking. So I'm going to say Miami 50-10.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
I love it.
They're gonna. I
have Miami as my number 1 team. I hate to even say that, but I do. They're the most complete team.
Yeah, well, I just
better
Louisville.
than Ohio State.
See, that's what remains to be seen. That's what's interesting to me. Do you believe that Carson Beck is better and/or better coach? Because the play call at Miami has.
I think he's a better coach.
I think he has a better offensive line. And that's what's making Beck look like he is a Heisman candidate.
Exactly.
Yeah, Miami's dominant on both lines of scrimmage.
All the time. He's probably way healthier than all these other quarterbacks.
But it's really about what you think about Ohio State's quarterback, though. Do you think Ohio State's quarterback's any good? Because he has all the weapons, and they've got an offensive line, too, and they've got a defense that gets him the ball a lot. So the question is, can Ohio State, is this quarterback, all he has to do is be good enough and have a powerful running game?
Be good enough, dude.
But I don't think he would be good enough against
That's
Miami's
exactly
defensive
how I
line.
would describe him if somebody asked
defensive
me
line
what I
of
thought
Miami
about. He's good enough.
would make their offensive line collapse. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that Miami wouldn't have an issue with Ohio State.
I think that's a game we want to see. We want to see
Yeah.
Miami play Ohio State.
I agree with that.
Hell yeah.
Having played
Yeah, I
Ohio
wanna
State,
see.
I just like their offense and defensive line. They're vanilla, they're grinders, and if you could withstand and hold on, they'll win. And that's just the way it is.
What I think would happen is that Ohio State has real defensive backs, and that sooner or later that Beck would revert to some of the mistakes he made in big games in Georgia. So I also believe that Ohio State could win that matchup by causing those mistakes. So
I think the matchup that would be key in that game would be the Ohio State defense against the Miami offense.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
That's
strength
right
on
where it's
strength.
at.
Yeah.
And vice versa, honestly.
I think Miami's defense can get home on Ohio. Ohio State's offensive line isn't as great as it's cracked up to be. I mean, if their offense only scored 14 against Texas at home, and then they played. No offense, Bruce, they played kind of a light schedule the rest of the way.
We went toe to toe through almost 3 quarters with them. So
yeah.
They weren't that far ahead of us in the third quarter. So what can
I think Ohio State is still at least on the offensive side of the ball a bit of a question mark. Yeah, running the score up at home against Minnesota doesn't really impress me very much.
And if I'm coaching Miami and I'm in that game, let's just say we're talking about the CFP, then if I would believe that Day would expect me to try to grind them down, but instead I would use my offensive line to take shots. And because if they can give Beck time to take shots, and it's unexpected, they could get up quick. That's really the only way Miami, I think, beats Ohio State. So
and my point on that is simply that if Sayan is all he's cracked up to be, outside of the patsies they've played, the few good teams they've played, with all these weapons at his disposal, particularly probably the best wide receiver in the country, Jeremiah Smith, I'd think they'd be putting up more points in these games than they are.
I agree with that. I would agree with that.
I mean, we're not going to you thought we were going to see them play somebody against Penn State, but that's fallen off the tracks and crashed. So probably not until they play Michigan at the end of the season. And Michigan isn't quite what they were last year or the year before. So maybe Indiana in the Big Ten championship game, I guess.
Well, that sets up to be monumental shit. I mean, what if Indiana goes undefeated going into the Big Ten championship? I mean, this is
if they do, regardless of whether they win that game or not, they'll be in the playoff, and people will be, shouting from the rooftops.
Hey, let me say something real quick.
He wins everywhere he goes, yo. Google it.
Guys,
Google
we need to
it,
move
Dave?
on to some more games, or this is going to be the only game we talk about.
Let's move.
Did you pick, Doug?
No, I did not. I think this game's going to be close. I think it's blinking upset to me, but not in Miami. But I think that Miami will pull this game out 35-28.
Nice. All righty. Well, we're pretty much on Miami. So let's move to Saturday, October 18th of 2025. And we're talking the LSU Tigers at number 17, Vanderbilt on ABC.
Real quick, Bob. Do you remember the year that Clayton Delaney died?
No, I do not.
Tom T. Hall remembers that shit.
Yeah, he did remember it. That's true.
Have any of y'all seen Vanderbilt Stadium?
Better. They've renovated it.
No, I've actually been there.
Well, really?
I've been there.
It just got renovated over the last 2 years.
It's
I
not
think they
impressive.
still have the other end zone to do.
I did not see a Vanderbilt game there, though.
Who'd you see there?
A Tennessee
Me
Titans
either.
game.
I just walked by an empty stadium.
Was it a Tennessee
I
Titans
walked
game,
around
Doug?
it.
No.
Was not very nice.
Our high
But to be fair,
stadium's
they
better.
were renovating it, so.
Did you see Slayer and Megadeth on the Gigantor tour?
It was actually a big flea market.
Oh, I like that.
That's how
Hey,
I
you
saw
know-
the old.
We were up there at the hotel. So
Bruce is in Hawaii. That's how we snuck into the old Aloha Stadium. There's a flea market going on.
And it's still grass.
That's pretty cool.
So I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump out there and get my pick out of the way. Vanderbilt wins this game at home.
Damn it, Jim.
I really believe that this Vanderbilt team, they're not going to. They believe they can win, just like they did when they came up and played Alabama. Maybe a little bit out. No, I think if Alabama would have been in Nashville, they would have lost again.
They can bite you in the ass.
Yep. But anyway, y'all go ahead.
Diego made a Diego promise.
Yep.
So,
That's right. 21-20 Vandy then. That's what I got.
and they're saying Noose is 100% healthy. I don't know about that. I don't think it'll matter.
Oh, so who you got, Nikki?
I got Vandy.
You got Vandy. What about you, Ed? Who do you got in this Titanic matchup?
I mean, I can't take LSU. I just can't stand
Nope.
Brian Kelly. Look, that Alabama game, that score is deceiving. That game was close late. That was a close game. So I got Vanderbilt by 10.
Ooh, I like that. I'd like to see it, Ed. That'd be special to me.
What time is that game?
That game is at noon Eastern, 11 Central.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's a good time to be at Vanderbilt because, you know, people's recovering from the night before at partying on the downtown bars and stuff. Sean, what do you have on this game?
Well, it's very easy. Well, in 1990, Panamanian dictator Manuel Noriega surrendered to the U.S. Desert Shield started.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know, Washington, D.C. Mayor Marion Barry was arrested on drug charges.
Smoking crack.
Set me up.
Stranger things can happen.
Hell yeah.
The first McDonald's opened in the former Soviet Union, and that was the last time Vanderbilt beat LSU, 1990. Until Saturday. The Vandy Commodores anchored down. They beat them Fighting Tigers from Baton Rouge. Go Commodores. Vandy. Give it to them 24-20.
I think as long as Manziel's not on the sidelines.
Manziel.
Or Theo Vaughn. Get that Theo Vaughn out of there.
Oh my God.
Get him out
Seeing
of there.
him on the sidelines, I really think that he messed with Diego. He turned Diego into something that he has never been. I mean, he's always cocky, but he was actually disgustingly. Nope. Mm-mm.
Disgustingly, nope.
Nope. It wasn't pretty. You don't grab your shit before the game and cuss at fans and act like you already won it when you haven't even taken the field yet.
Inappropriate.
Yep. You don't do that.
Only do that unless you're Baker Mayfield and you're playing Kansas. And you know you're going to get the hell out of Kansas.
Yeah. I mean, Baker didn't even do that against Ohio State. He waited till after the game to show his ass.
What about you, Dave? Have you picked on this game?
Get Dane on the toilet. Flush once if you're on the toilet.
He checked
Dane,
out.
Dane is here. Come back to him. He is on the toilet. He must have left his phone in the den.
Goodness. Damn, that's unusual because usually he likes to take it with him. What about you, Bruce?
Yeah,
Did you pick
he's tired of getting fucked with about that.
I got to go with Vandy for the upset. I really do. And I just like Diego. He's a tough hombre. He likes.
All righty.
Can you guys hear me now?
And I agree with the score being low and close, along with the rest of what the other guys are saying. So
hell yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. And that's good, guys. We all love Vandy in this Titanic affair, but now we're going to move to one that's of special import to the universe of Smacking Off the Podcast, because we're talking about the University of Washington at Michigan. So we got guys here on the podcast. This is also happening at noon Eastern, 11 Central, and so forth as you head west. But we got guys like Bruce here and Ed that's on the show where this game means a lot to them. So, Ed, I'm going to throw it to you. What does this game mean to the University of Michigan this week?
It simply means that we're still alive for the playoff, unless we trip up at Michigan State, headed into the game against the Buckeyes, which right now we have very little chance of winning that game unless we get better. That's what it means.
That's pretty heavy, man. But, it's what it is. Bruce, what does it mean for the University of Washington?
Well, I got a question for Ed. Is your running back that was injured, is he going to be playing? Because he had a big
Done for the
Good.
year.
Is he really?
Are you sure about that?
That's what I heard.
Haynes?
Yeah, that's right. Let's check. I'll check while you guys punt this.
Yeah, because, I think he's an integral part of it, and it's going to change the battle. They need him for their rushing game. If they don't, I think our defense is good enough to stop
Jordan
them.
Marshall's pretty good, though.
Yeah, I think we're counterbalanced with our running backs. I think is if Ohio State can go and contain the and hope they can contain the edges. If they can't, I don't think it's going to be good for them. I think our wide receivers are better with Boston, Denzel Boston, and
He's currently listed as questionable for this game. That's never a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And, do I think one's dominant A, one dominant B? No, I don't. I think it's fairly well. It's going to be fought in the trenches. I just, if we're going to do it, it's going to be damn close. And if we can duplicate the offense and defense that USC implemented last week, then there's going to be some bad thing because speed kills.
Well, we're a different team at home. Our two big road games so far, we've laid an egg. I don't see Washington jumping on us and getting up big, but I think there's a chance we could get up big because Maryland did it, and we're better than Maryland. So I got Michigan because it's at home by 7. If it was on a neutral field, I think it's a toss-up.
Now, that's what's interesting about this game, guys, is that this is one of those big travel games from Washington, from the state of Washington to Ann Arbor is a pretty good trip.
Ann Arbor is in the Eastern time zone, I might add. So that's a 3 time zone crossing, and we've talked on this show about that.
It doesn't lend good to us. But one thing I like about Fish is that, this whole week he said, I'm not going to make that an excuse for us losing or winning. He says,
not like Lincoln Riley did.
Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. He's, if we travel and we win, great. If we don't, we're not going to rub it in Michigan's face and say, hey, look, you guys traveled west and got your ass handed to you. Well, what can I say? So that's where the tip.
He is a pretty good coach.
What's that?
I got to give the edge to Washington in the coaching department on this one, but
I would agree with that, Sean.
But that time travel West Coast to East Coast, is this big noon kickoff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you got to contain Desmond Williams, Damon Williams, dude. If you don't contain him and have a linebacker on him, you guys are going to pay dearly.
Well,
for me, as much as I want to pick Washington to beat Michigan in the Big House, I can't. It's a close one. Give me Michigan 21-17 Underwood with either a rushing touchdown or a passing touchdown late. Puts the Wolverines over the top. in a hell of a hard fought game. And I think it is. Let me pull it up here. I think it is big noon kickoff, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, so
Yeah.
noon Fox. Yeah, give me Michigan 21-17. They win it late.
Nice. Well, I'm going to pick pretty much the same thing. I think Michigan wins at home 21-20. What about you, Nikki?
I picked the same score as Sean, except I'm picking Washington. 21-17.
She just likes that cute husky named Dubs.
I do.
He likes it.
Who doesn't love Dubs? He's one of the cutest
I
mascots in
know
college
he
football.
is, but
Dubs is
I can't trust Michigan. I haven't been able to this year.
Well, I
That's
hope
awesome.
Ed is licking his wounds from me telling him last week on the show that USC was going to do the business on him.
Yeah, we
Good
both
as-
told him. We both told him, Sean.
Yeah, we did, Doug. We told him.
That trip is a bitch, isn't it? Isn't it, Ed? Ed?
He gone.
No, I look at Washington winning 27-20.
That's right. 20, he said. Doug,
Bruce, I hope I'm wrong, and you're right, man.
Are you picking on this, Doug?
What about
All right,
Dane?
hold on,
Did we lose
real
Dane?
quick. Real quick. Go ahead, Ed. Defend yourself.
I don't see us giving it. Well, no, I did not remember Sean.
Ed's on mute again.
No, it's not.
He must have done
Ed?
No, he's not.
I don't remember Sean saying it was going to be ugly like it was.
No, I don't know
said
if he
that
said
they
it was
were-
going to be ugly, but he said USC was going to win.
He did say that. He said that our big fat guys were going to get worn down. But it
Yeah,
never
I'm
really
not
came
sure
to
that I said it was going to be ugly either, but that trip's it's
They
still.
they
I
did
think-
get wore down. They didn't want to tackle that USC running back in the second half.
How did they
Ed,
have an issue with the trip, but Duke can go all the way to Cal with no issue?
So Ed, me and Sean both thought that Michigan would play much better in a loss.
So did
Damn
I.
it, Jim.
No,
All right,
I think you picked Michigan to win that game there, Ed.
I did.
So
True Michigan man, you are. You're a good
let-
Michigan man.
let me just throw this out there. Has everybody picked on this one?
Maybe everyone but Dane, I think.
Dane?
Dang.
God damn it, Dane.
Damn it, Jim.
Dane?
Dang.
Dane, wake up.
No, I don't see Dane.
He gone.
All right, Dane's gone right now. I just want to say that this picture of Maurice and
Frederick.
Frederick Krueger, it's a real picture. Maurice rubs shoulders with everybody. So he's got pictures with everybody, right?
Truly a man of the people and the underworld.
Absolutely, everybody.
He loves
So
everyone.
yeah, I mean, he's cut deals with everybody, so that's why he's
Dream
Excellent
warrior.
graphic, Doug. Excellent graphic.
Special.
So no Dane, so fuck Dane. Let's move on. Let's see, Washington.
Texas A&M at Arkansas, Doug.
You know, I threw this in there, and you go back a couple weeks, and this game is not worthy of throwing in here. But I think when you throw Bobby Petrino into the mix, and with A&M being in the top 5, this is interesting. Everybody,
It is
y'all
a
go
bit.
ahead. I'll pick last.
And
I
Arkansas
won't-
looked
and I
like a
won't take
different
long.
team last week.
Yeah, they did.
They
Against
took them balls
Tennessee.
to the wire, didn't they?
Yeah,
did.
and they could have taken it, and I think an extra week. You know, they might. I don't know. They might show something. I think. I don't know. I hope.
That's interesting. Because the way I see it is Texas A&M is actually playing well. And the talent they have, they seem to be doing something with it, unlike they did with Jimbo Fisher. And I think Marcel Reed's a pretty good quarterback. So I'm going to say Texas A&M is going to win 34-20. So what do you got, Bruce?
I got him at 27-17. 27-17.
20?
A&M.
Oh, that's nice. And we know that Dane is not here, but I'm going to shout out just for a second. Dane. No Dane.
Dane is gathering at the paw right now.
Oh, he's got
He
her
ordered
call.
pizza.
So please leave a message after the beep.
Yeah, he ordered
So what do you got on
pizza.
this one, Sean?
Notre Dame went to Arkansas and beat them like a drum. A&M beat Notre Dame by a point. A&M will beat Arkansas like a drum in their building as well. A&M 48, Arkansas. I'll give them a little more than Notre Dame. Let them have. I'll give them 17. 48-17 Aggies. Reed's awesome. Concepcion and Cravers at the wide receivers are dynamic. The only little hiccup why they don't beat Arkansas as bad as Notre Dame did, the little bit of bad news coming out of College Station, I think Le'Veon Moss is a little banged up, so they might just shelve him for the week. They don't need him to beat Arkansas, but just to rest and make sure he heals up to 100% for the stretch run. So they'll have to use probably their backup tailback, but no, A&M gets the job done. Crazy enough, though, Arkansas leads this series 42 wins to 36 losses. That's crazy. But A&M's on a 3-game winning streak. They're going to make it 4 on Saturday.
Hell yeah. Did we get you, Bruce?
Yeah, I bet on Texas A&M 27-20.
That's right. Sorry about that. Nikki, what you got on this?
I'm going Woo Pig Suey. I think this team is they looked completely different against Tennessee for 1. 2, I think they are playing for their coach to keep the head coaching job at the end of the season.
I would agree with that, Nikki.
I think Petrino's got that job on lockdown just because Arkansas doesn't want to have to compete against the Penn States, Auburns, and other, Oklahoma States of the world. I think Petrino's got that.
Rumor is they've been putting some fillers out and kind of seeing, and I think it's smart they keep him. They keep his players. They keep the recruits coming in. But I think they're fighting for him. We've seen it last week, and I do think it will be close. A&M's a badass team. I will not deny that. But I do think that Arkansas comes out at home. And as long as they have fans, that Notre Dame game was like, oh, my God, there was only like 30 people there, and they were Notre Dame fans.
Nikki, I was there. It was packed at kickoff, and then at halftime, it
just looked empty.
I saw some tumbleweeds.
It looked horrible. And I did have some of my in-laws here. My sister's family was there. They're all Arkansas alumni, so they stayed. I don't know how they handled that, but they stayed. But I think it's going to be
they
like
started
a 23.
Drinking a lot, probably.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to say like 23, 20, 21, something like that. It's close, but I think they find a way. I don't know. I just have a weird feeling.
What you got, Ed?
I got points being scored. I mean, they're going to show up for Petrino. They put some points up against Tennessee. A&M's better. 45-31 A&M.
Nice. All right, Doug, what you got on this matchup?
I'm going to have to side with Nikki here. Arkansas figures out a way to win. I see
Doug
this
hates
happening.
A&M. That's all it is, pure and simple.
I do hate A&M, but not as much as I did when Jimbo was there. I think this is a good team, and I think they'll rebound fine. This will be one loss. It's not going to kill them. I think this will mean more to Arkansas than it will A&M being in Arkansas. Give me Arkansas 28-27 in a nail biter.
Oh.
I'm digging that, Doug.
That's a good one, Doug. I must
Going against Lady Reveille. You're picking a pig over Lady Reveille. Unbelievable.
But didn't she have a funeral last week?
Well, they got a new Reveille, but because God bless those beautiful Shelties.
They're gorgeous.
Gorgeous
That was
dog.
sad.
All right, so let's take a quick break, and we'll come back, and we're gonna make record time. I promise you.
Smacking off the podcast has merchandise for sale. Buy it now, you dirty bitch, or you can go to hell. Just joking, but buy our merch. Buy it now. Buy it, buy it, buy it.
Don't Be a Dirty Bitch by Smacking Off Merch at bonfire.com/store/Smackology.
It's Dr. Balls, can you feel that sound? In the house, got the party going down. Where you at? Better step on the scene. We drop a rhyme sharp like a damn machine. On the mic, I'm the remedy, no need for a doubt. You feeling low? Let me show you where we at. Get the vibe. I'm the one you can trust. When Dr. Balls drops, you can't help but thrust. On the mic, I'm the remedy, no need for a doubt. You feeling low? Let me show you where we at. Get the vibe. I'm the one you can trust. When Dr. Balls drops.
You are now watching the Smacking Off the podcast.
Bouncing to the left, hey, 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 hey. Bouncing to the right, hey, 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 hey. Those donkey balls are bouncing and they will not get away. The worthless and the weak, they can't pretend another day.
Streaming every Sunday for your team sucks donkey balls, 9 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on YouTube.
Exclusively on YouTube, Bob.
Yeah, we like it on YouTube. It's special.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exclusively on YouTube, but we lied.
Oh, well, you know. They can find us right here. They can find us everywhere. There's some kind of way that we're sharing it that they can find it. That's for sure. And I'm wearing my Smacking Off the Podcast merchandise, by the way. But Doug, I have my beautiful hat on. I'm sitting here supporting it.
Shit, I need to move over and show you. Do I not?
Yeah, just for a second, so we can show our fans our magical merchandise.
What they could be wearing right now?
That they could be wearing right now.
I mean, there's only 4 people in the show. Wait, let's add more people.
I tried to shift it over to Bruce, but it didn't work. Right?
Can I give a playoff update for the Mariners?
Go ahead.
Yeah, do it.
5-1 in the 5th. Jays.
Oh, that's awful. That's gross.
Jays pitching is, they're dealing.
But the Brewers lost. The Brewers are about ready to go home. Too bad for the Brewers. That's a shame.
So let's go ahead and skip over the Betty Crocker game of the week.
All right, that means we're moving on to SMU at Clemson. And Dane left us, so I would have thrown it to him and let him comment on this. But instead, Doug, I think that we're going to throw it to the guys for a minute and see what they think. What do you got on this, Nikki?
I got SMU. I got SMU.
SMU winning on the road. Dane,
on the
if you were
road.
here, you'd be mad.
The ponies are going to meet at the Paul and eat all the pizza.
Oh, and Joshua Hart says that he's new to the show, so welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. And Nikki got him to fall, y'all, which would be us all, right? So, hallelujah. But, yeah, I'm with you, Nikki. SMU crushes Clemson utterly at 2:30 p.m. Central on ACC Network. What do you got on it, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, welcome, Joshua. And also our longtime contributor, Richard, hopefully I said Guillard is in the chat. So welcome back, Richard. We appreciate him. But yeah, I'm with Nikki. Give me. We're gonna run the Pony Express at him, and I think SMU can get it done. Say 31-27. SMU as revenge for losing the ACC championship game last year, and the reason not only would it be great for Rhett Lashley and his program, which by the way, Rhett Lashley is going to be a hot commodity in the coaching carousel in the off season. Would love to see another Dabo excuse complaint, post game loss. So go Ponies, get after it.
If they lose, do you think there will be a lot of cheese on the pizza?
Sorry, gang.
They're just getting
apparently Bruce let the dogs out.
Bruce,
Bruce let the
dog's father.
Did Don ever knock on the door, Bruce?
He is the dog father.
That's right.
Hey, Bruce, are y'all going to the Don Ho concert tonight?
No, I'm having hamburgers
God damn it,
on
Bruce.
the veranda on the lanai.
Now,
So
Oh, the lanai in my wife.
Oh.
yes, it's hamburgers and French fries.
Sounds great.
I wonder how far you are from Todd Rundgren, where he had the show on his big park. He's there by somewhere.
With
Daryl Hall. Yeah.
Now that's a show right there. That's a show I'd love to see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube. It's live at Daryl's house, but instead of being at Daryl's house, it's at Todd Rundgren's place on Maui, and they take a big pic.
Yeah, but that's not, he never wants to work all day. He just wants to bang on the drum.
Yeah, Todd's house was cooler than Daryl's, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Or Daryl would have never agreed to that shit.
But they broke it down. It was some great music, and hell, I loved it. So, what are you picking on it, Ed? Ed.
Wait, let's check on Ed. Hold up.
Ed.
Yeah, Ed's not in.
Yeah.
Ed.
Well,
I'm right here.
I know you are, but I had to add you back. I swear to God, you're taking yourself out. I don't know how you're doing it though.
I didn't mean to. Well, anyway, now that Clemson's basically out of playoff contention, I see Clemson getting it together and finishing the year strong. I don't like them, but I got them winning 27-20.
They're going to finish the year strong so they can get that Duke's Mayo Bowl berth.
God damn it, Ed.
I want to see Dabo covered with mayonnaise.
You want to see Dabo covered in mayonnaise? Okay, I'm with you on that one, Ed. That
Good. That's kind of kinky, actually.
Yeah, no, you're thinking of something else, Bob.
Oh yeah, it's a boy county basketball amazing ritual.
Who did Bruce take on this one, Bruce?
I don't know which team's going to show up at Clemson, even in their own house.
Just go with Smooth. Go with Smooth if you can't figure it out. Go with Smooth. I would.
Smooth.
I have to go with Smooth for the upset there again in home.
I always love a team with revenge factor, and SMU.
Yeah, that too. You like to pound someone's shit when you need to.
All right, so I have a poem for you guys. Give me Smooth by 2. That's
Smooth by 2.
Smooth by 2.
That's nice. Well, yeah. Well, I'm going to pick Smooth too, as well, I should say. And
going there.
So I think 31-30 SMU.
And I would love, the thing I do love real quick, I know we got to get moving. Sorry, Doug. But the thing I love is like after every loss this year, it seems like it's like a referendum on Dabo. And it's like you want to tell these Clemson people, like, you would be stupid to get rid of Dabo. Like, have you seen the coaching landscape out there right now? Like, it's not pretty. It's not
like the guy.
Can you at least get him to take a pay cut? I mean,
you might be able to do that, a little bit, maybe 5%, maybe 10%. But, I mean, you're not going to do – because remember, when Dabo started, they were going to the Duke's Mayo Bowl annually. That's where they were going.
I think it's like Kentucky Liberty Bowl or the Music City Bowl. That was
like Dabo's third year. They got beat like 70-33 by West Virginia in like the CarQuest Bowl or some crap like
Dane
that.
is still pissed about that game, by the way. He's not happy.
Yeah, I mean,
if you bring it up, you can end any conversation with him.
Kentucky and Clemson were in the worst officiated bowl game that I ever experienced, and it was money wasted. Even though it wasn't wasted, but anyway, what happened was Benny Snell gets up, and the referee grabs him by the wrist, like I don't know if he was trying to pull him up, but for some reason, when he goes out of bounds or something, and he's falling down. When he gets up, the referee grabs Benny Snell by the wrist, and he yanks away from it, and they eject him out of the game. There goes the whole
Get your damn hands off me.
Yeah. And that was one of the worst calls I ever seen. The whole game was badly officiated, though.
Yeah, that was a terrible call. I mean,
Yeah, he was the star of the whole game.
That game.
Yes, I agree with that. And they that was just a horrible game. You could have given him unsportsmanlike, and he'd had one more chance, But it was just awful. And that's the shape, to your point, Sean, that program was in, and then he got lucky and got a run of really good quarterbacks, and he did something with them.
I think Clemson fans are foolish. Those that are the chirpy Clemson fans, because there's a lot of great, good Clemson fans that are not, chirping on the internet to get rid of Dabo Swinney. But Dabo Swinney is the best thing that has ever happened to that program, and they would be foolish to run him out the door. I think he'll, in the next couple of years, he'll start slowly but surely adapting to the more. He's still fairly young, and not set in his ways. I think they'll be better. He's starting to kind of gain his footing with the NIL and the transfer portal and everything. So don't quit on Dabo just yet. He's a good man. I razz him a lot, just to piss Dane off. But I do think Dabo is the right guy to be at Clemson, and I think they'll figure it out. Not this year, but give him time.
And South Carolina is very good recruiting ground. There's some
a lot of talent there, and a lot of talent in North Carolina that Clemson has used in the past.
All right. Next.
Oh yeah. All right, let's talk about the big game for you, Doug. Tennessee at Alabama.
Third Saturday in October. Does Doug, you go to the tobacco shop, get your cigars ready?
No, I'm not a cigar guy.
Boo!
Not like Clinton, anyway.
I meant to smoke it, not. Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean, every Bammer I know has got their cigars ready because Alabama's dominated the series. I think they're at 60 wins in this series. By the way, 60.
Yeah, they've struggled lately, especially in Knoxville, which is. The game's not in Knoxville this year.
No, it's here, D-Town.
I do think Alabama's capable of losing this game. I really do. I think Alabama's capable of losing. Damn it, Doug! I'm not going to pick Alabama to lose because they aren't home until they lose at home, which DeBoer has not done yet. Until they lose at home, I'm not going to pick against them. I'm just telling you that Tennessee is going to play their ass off, and
it still won't be.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot my wad right now. Give me Bama, 27-24.
Nice.
I know that sounds a lot like the last score, but that's what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah. I think Alabama feels improved though, guys. I think Simpson's a good quarterback, and he's coming along really good. So I'm going to pick Alabama 31-20. What's you, Nikki?
I got Bama 34, Tennessee. I'll be nice. 13.
Damn, that was being nice.
That's being nice.
You really hate Tennessee, don't you, Nikki?
I
really
do.
hate.
I do.
I need to see if someone pisses you off, Nikki.
No.
God.
I can't stand Tennessee. I can't. They have these big heads, but have nothing to show for it.
Is it because of that puke pumpkin orange they got?
Oh, it's awful orange. It's horrible for one. But two, their fans got these massive freaking heads with nothing to freaking show for it. Shut up.
Remember when they were chirping about going up to take over the horseshoe last?
Oh yeah,
December?
they were going to checker the stadium.
How'd that work out?
That was crazy shit, and I was warning then. I was like, guys, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. I mean, Jesus Christ, you're going to a place you've never played, and this fucking team is there for real. I mean, Ohio State had fucked around and found out last year, but they had a chance to redeem everything, and that was the first game back. I mean, they beat the shit out of Tennessee, and then it just kept rolling.
If them guys ever had to drive through Columbus on game day, right, or they would have no illusions whatsoever. They would have understood that they were going to fail, and there's no way that.
No, they wouldn't have. That's Tennessee fans. They could have played there and got their ass handed to them 10 weeks in a row. They would have showed up the 11th game and they were going to destroy them.
Yeah,
That's Tennessee fans.
You're
You're
right.
saying they're not good at learning, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, they're already talking shit
Kinda
about
stubborn.
the Florida-Tennessee game in the swamp, and they haven't beat us in the swamp in 16 years.
You're right, Nikki, and Jen was the person leading the fucking charge.
Mm-hmm.
She was leading the charge.
She was. I swear to God, she was. I told her, I said, you need to calm it down, Jen, because y'all going into uncharted territory. Nope, she didn't fucking listen.
I mean, they got fans
Oh, Doug,
that have their coaches.
I definitely, I gave her some. I sent her numerous YouTube clips of the Buckeye battle cry after Ohio State dismantled them.
She never responded, did she?
She
Sean?
was not happy about that. I'll just say.
Oh,
that.
she did respond.
She did,
Oh,
but
shit.
it was a lot of words that Paul Feinbaum wouldn't use. We'll just say,
wasn't
an
nothing good,
esteemed
was it?
Tennessee alum, by the way.
I just think it's crazy. You have fans that have Heupel's freaking face tattooed on them, and he hasn't done shit.
So anyway, Bruce.
I gotta go with Bama. I'm just waiting for them to explode. I'm waiting for that wide receiver core group that they have with Bernard, and them really pounding it on Tennessee this week. It's the 6th week.
Damn you, Bruce! Damn you! You stole my
Grub
thunder.
and DeBoer has to have their stuff together by now. If they don't, they never will. So I think this week Alabama is just gonna cruise.
We love that because then we can feature them on Donkey Balls and then copy Jen to it, because that's what I'd like to see happen, guys. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see Alabama crush Tennessee utterly at home.
You know what? I don't think Jen showed up tonight, Bob. But Jen could be the first fan to make it on the Donkey Balls.
Well, we might have to do a fan because we can't fit his nostrils and face in the box.
Exactly.
So I would say on that part, I think if I'll be honest, I think and this is out of left field. I tell you what, I think if Heupel gets offered a Penn State job, he's out of there. He'll take the Penn State job.
They look a whole lot different with his crazy offensive scheme.
Yeah,
Hell, it
I
doesn't
think
even
he would
fit.
leave Tennessee for Penn State, to be honest with
I'm
you.
sorry, he doesn't even look like he would fit on their sidelines. I'm sorry.
Well, aside from the man's looks, he can't control that. Give him a break. You know, that's
His composure. I mean, look at their
that's what
past
the Lord
coaches.
gave him. All right, he looks like the kid from King of the Hill.
Composure. It's different. How you
fan when Kyle hears about
compose
this,
yourself.
Sean.
But aside from that,
He's a way man, you know?
he's actually, think about this real quick. Think about this.
I
He's
remember
the
my
best
God-awful
thing Tennessee has had in forever. I mean, they've gone through, Dooley, Champion of Life, Butch, which shout out to Butch. I think his boys won the other night. He's at Arkansas State. But this is the best Tennessee has had in basically 30 years. And the guy would still probably leave because of the expectations, unrealistic as they might be.
And that got off orange.
And that got off orange. So if Penn State
Sean,
called,
let me go and say this. This will be a lot funnier, especially with Kyle Golick, if Butch Jones got the job.
Talk
Wait a
about
minute,
champions.
I wanna know if we're-
These kids are champions
with
of
what
life.
With what was said a few minutes ago, are we going to change Sunday night to "You Suck Donkey Balls"?
We could, yeah. Why not? Or Ed sucks donkey balls. Come on, Ed.
Oh, be nice to Ed. Ed's a good guy. He's a good sport. Ed's a good dude.
I'm
Ed,
too
what
tired
are you
of it.
thinking here?
So, Alabama's defense is obviously a lot better than Arkansas's defense, and Arkansas put up a lot of points against Tennessee. And I think Tennessee is decent. They're not that great. And I think what Bruce said is right. They're going to explode. Roll Tide 38-13.
All right, Ed does not suck donkey balls.
That's right.
I'm declaring it now.
Oh, that's the Life Championship, guys. We mentioned the Life Championship. So now your Team Sucks Donkey Balls is so amazing and popular that we're able to delay the live championship until the CFP. The CFP has changed our entire world outlook here at Smacking Off the Podcast. So therefore, guys, I propose that we delve into the live championship upon the announcement of the CFP rankings.
I mean, it's all combined now. I mean, the Donkey Balls is basically controls the live championship thing too. And I just wanted to point it out that Donkey Balls is the top podcast in Ethiopia right now.
Hallelujah.
We're doing well.
Yes.
So that leads us to our next game of the week then.
Oh, whoa, wait. I gotta make
you didn't pick it, did you, Sean? Pick this game, Sean.
It's in Tuscaloosa. Tennessee sucks. Bama 44, Tennessee 17. Tied
Jesus.
roll.
Man, you guys have more confidence than I do.
I told you when we did the preseason that Bama's going to be in the SEC championship game, and they're going to continue to march on.
They could. I think they have that capability, but I'm dragging my feet a little bit because I still see things I don't like to see, and I do think that Tennessee's a capable team.
Micro does
I don't think they are. I mean, I think you got to be able to score points to beat Bama, and I think that Tennessee can do it.
There you go.
All right. This right here is probably the. Let me look at this. Yeah, this is the biggest. This is the biggest game historically on our slate.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a big trophy.
If USC was better, this would have probably been our game.
I want Ed to start this one off.
Ed,
I got to ask though, what kind of shillelagh is this over? What kind of shillelagh are we fighting over here, Sean?
Notre Dame plays for 3 shillelaghs, technically. They play for the Brown.
I would say 4.
The Brown or the original shillelagh is against Purdue. They used to play for a black shillelagh against Northwestern, but Northwestern's athletic department lost it, and some guy in Nebraska bought it at a flea market auction.
Jeez.
That's awesome.
And Notre Dame and Northwestern have both asked to buy it back from the guy in Nebraska. But he says only if it will be used again in the series. And the problem with that is that Notre Dame and Northwestern haven't played in 7 years, and there's no expectation that they will play again. So he's refusing to sell. This one is the most important one. This is the jeweled shillelagh that Notre Dame and USC have played for. The series started in 1926. The shillelagh has been around since I think the late 40s or early 50s. And what they do is each time a team wins, if Notre Dame wins, they put a shamrock on there with an emerald in the middle of it. And if USC wins, they put a Trojan helmet on there with a red ruby on it. So it's very important.
All righty. So, Ed, he threw it to you for a second, and I sorely interrupted. So, Ed, I want to hear what you got to say about this game.
Well, first of all, the travel is an issue. Notre Dame is playing a lot better. CJ Carr looks pretty good. They got a strong running game. In spite of them USC not giving up a whole lot to Michigan except for the one big play. I'm still not sold on their defense. I got Notre Dame winning this one by about 10, and USC suffers a bit of a letdown. 27-17.
Nice. Nikki, what you got on this?
I got Irish 34, USC 17.
Ow! Bruce.
I got to go with Notre Dame. It's at home. I don't think they're going to allow USC to sneak up on them at all. And I think they've watched the tapes last week. But USC is dangerous with that speed. They can kill you. Speed kills.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like Notre Dame at home in this matchup. And I don't think the travel's going to be a problem for USC because this is a matchup that they've done a bunch of times, and they probably have a.
And it's a night game. It's a night game. So they get to sleep in on Saturday from their travel in. It's going to be 7:30 Eastern in South Bend. So it's not like how they, at least I hope Lincoln Riley doesn't cry about it. But when they lost to Illinois,
He will.
that was 11 a.m. Central Time in Champaign.
which is 9
Yeah.
a.m. West Coast time. This is 7:30. That would be a 4:30 kick in LA. So
Prime time, baby. So that's why I'm going to pick Notre Dame. 35. What's that?
Riley can't cry about time zones. I mean,
But he did, Bruce. He did.
He's a loser.
He did that after they lost at Illinois.
We all know he's a dead man walking. So
he came out on the Tuesday press conference after that game, and he said, it's not really fair of the Big Ten to expect us to play at 9 a.m. our time, even though it was 11 a.m. Illinois time.
Goodness, that's insane.
I like his response to that. Time zone is nothing but an excuse.
And I said that was an excuse because Washington went all the way to Rutgers in New Jersey and beat Rutgers.
There you go.
And they weren't bitching about time zone teams
and beat them.
And I think Maryland too, right? You all went over to Maryland and beat them.
Yeah.
So yeah, they didn't start playing until they were on their own time zone. But yeah.
Well, I did watch the time zone crunch that close, Ed.
But
I should have.
The travel is part of that, So if Washington was able to do it, and they're arguably further away than SC is.
Oh, we're the farthest point in the country.
Yeah. And
From where? From where? From where?
Fish has never bitched about this ever.
There's nowhere lower than the 48 than or higher than Washington is in there because of the curve of the earth.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but you're talking about. I mean, it's got to be specific points. I mean, obviously, it's not that far from like
to Rutgers. From Washington to Rutgers is a hell of a flight, but USC to Rutgers.
That's still what, and then you got to get on a bus and travel. So
you'd probably fly in from Washington from SeaTac to Philadelphia and then bust your way to Piscataway, New Jersey.
Yeah, so it's a track.
But I think that the longest possible flight then would be USC to Rutgers because you'd have to fly to diagonal. You probably have to change planes.
No, you wouldn't have. That's a straight shot. But I mean, it'd be LA to Philadelphia and then a bus from Philly up to Rutgers and Piscataway.
So how far south is LA in California?
Well, the only major city further south than LA is
San Diego.
San Diego.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. I have a geography trivia question.
All right, Ed.
Okay.
Name the northernmost, southernmost, easternmost, and westernmost state in the country.
God damn it, Ed!
And
I'm drinking. I'm drinking tonight, Ed.
Okay.
I go Maine.
If you can get this, you're good.
I go Maine,
The southernmost
Washington.
point is the easiest because the southernmost point in the U.S. is the Keys in Florida. Because I've been to that point, that spot. Are you talking in just the contiguous lower 48 or the entire United States, Ed?
Entire country.
So the northernmost point would be near the Arctic Circle in Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be right.
The westernmost point, if you're not counting territories, are you counting territories?
Counting everything.
Territories, I think, is Guam out in the middle of the Pacific, which is a U.S. territory.
No, I'm not counting territory. Sorry about that.
Okay. So then it would be Hawaii, which is a state. And then the easternmost point, I would guess, is somewhere in Maine.
I'd say North Carolina.
Now, Maine is further northeast than North Carolina.
Well, because the country comes up to like a V right in the middle there, around
the answer?
Yeah,
give us the answer.
The answer is the southernmost state in the country is Hawaii, and the answer to the other three is Alaska.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to say this though, as far as relative football programs, I can't see any distance being further than Washington to Miami.
That is the longest. Yeah.
That's a 5-hour flight.
No, that's longer than that, Bruce. That's about 7.
Almost 6. Almost, yeah.
No, that's 7.
I went to Tampa Bay. So
the conference
So
games
you
are
fly
probably the longest
Seattle
one.
to if you fly straight Seattle to Miami-Dade, that's a 7-hour flight. That's a haul. That's a haul.
All right, where are we at, guys?
All right.
Did everybody pick on USC Notre Dame?
Dr. Balls needs to, and then I need to. Nikki, I think, already took the Irish.
Yeah, I did.
I got Irish 35-20.
It's the 20th anniversary of a certain game that made me, as a college student, destroy 2 PlayStation 2 controllers. So in a fit of fate accompli, I'll do the reverse or inverse score of that game that day that made me very angry. I will say Notre Dame 34, USC 31. Suck it, Matt Leinart.
Yep.
Well, good, Sean.
Is everybody gone?
Yes. But you.
Except me.
You, Doug. I don't know if you've picked.
Yeah, I'm going Notre Dame 90, USC 45.
Doug, I'd love it. God, I'll send you something nice if that happens.
Sean doesn't. I don't think Sean remembers the game where Notre Dame was ahead 24-0 in the Coliseum and lost 55-24.
Ed, my dad remembered the game and talked about it until the
Oh, my father remembers that game, Ed. That was the goddamn Anthony Davis game. That was the year after Notre Dame won the national title in 73.
Yeah.
Notre Dame's up, 24-3 or 24-7
It was the tale of two halves. My dad said there was never a better example of the tale of two halves.
Yep. And Eric Parsegian hated that fucking white horse forever.
All right, so I want to go and kick this next one off because I just want to say how impressed I was with Missouri. And, I mean, not because so much that they beat Alabama, but they played their ass off. And I typically don't feel sorry for victims of Bama when Bama's playing a good game and they win the game, but I felt bad for Missouri because I think they put everything they had out there, and I think they're gonna fucking roll Auburn and end Auburn's all the Auburn talk, which is just about completely gone. Is Gabe still talking, Sean?
No, he's resigned himself to maybe they make the Birmingham Bowl.
Well,
that would be a good bowl for them.
That would be a great. I mean, the lesser would be whatever the bowl is in Montgomery.
The Montgomery Bowl.
No, it's the Camellia Bowl. I think is what they. Yeah, I mean, well, there's 3. The cool thing, like. You could do it's like December 16th and 17th. You could do the bowl game in Mobile, and then the next day go up to Montgomery and do that bowl. The problem is ESPN fucked us yet again, as they always do, is that you can't do all like if you did Mobile on the 16th or 17th, and then Montgomery the next day, then you have to wait a whole week until the Birmingham Bowl, which I think this year is the 28th or the 29th. Like put them all together so we could like knock them all out like in a short like vacation period.
I mean, I just want to say that the Birmingham Bowl parade is breathtaking.
I want to go to the Birmingham Bowl. I'm trying to knock them all out. You know that, but no, their biggest gripe now is like it's a coin flip of some want to fire Hugh, which probably should happen. But the other side say, well, look at the recruiting class. If we fire Hugh, we're going to lose the recruiting class. And then also the players on the team will leave because of Hugh is gone now and yada, yada. So, but I'm going to kind of go the opposite way of what Doug said. I mean, I think Missouri sold everything, the whole farm to try to beat Alabama last week. It didn't work.
God damn it, Sean.
And now they're going to have to go to Jordan-Hare, and they're going to be flat. And somehow Auburn at Jordan-Hare, Auburn's going to find a way. They're going to win this game. They are. They're going to find a way to win this game. They should have found a way to beat Georgia, but their athletic director and
Let's clap.
trainer, they were all yelling at the refs, and that was their focus point instead of just focusing on what can we do better to play better football. Last week was what they should have done, because they should have beat Georgia, and they didn't. But this week they will find a way. They beat Missouri. I'm gonna say Auburn 21, Mizzou 20. A close one at Jordan Hare.
Okay, I didn't pick on the score on this, did I?
Mm-mm.
I just said that Missouri would win.
You just said
let me
Mizzou.
go with Mizzou 16-0. 16 for their 16th ranking, and Auburn for their nothing ranking.
I mean, here's how you know, and like Jeremy posted earlier, I think in the group, but like Jackson Arnold is the worst quarterback in the SEC, and he hasn't thrown an interception. How are you the worst quarterback in your league without throwing an interception?
Mm-hmm.
That's a running back. That's a running back.
Let me go out on a limb, and Jackson Arnold throws 3 interceptions in this game. God damn it!
He'll throw it that many times.
Is that 3 interceptions on 3? Is that 3 picks on 3 passes, Doug?
Yes.
Okay. That's because he's on his back all the time.
No, he's going to throw 4 passes. Auburn will get he'll get a 1 touchdown pass and 3 interceptions.
But Doug, I thought you hated Tennessee more than you hate Auburn.
This week it's Auburn.
Oh.
Hey, I picked Auburn 2 weeks in a row. You seen me.
You did. You did.
And I'm tired of their shit. I'm tired of their shit, Sean. I picked them against Georgia.
Well, they got to get rid of Hugh, man. That's just, you got to get rid of that. You got to get rid of that. I mean, if I was Auburn, I would be firing Hugh right now, and the coach I would be going after is Matt Campbell from Iowa State.
I wonder if Hugh's mom called him Huey.
No, but those ladies he was calling when he was the Ole Miss coach called him
Huey. Yeah, I like that. Huey is a great name. It kind of reminds you of Huey Lewis in the news.
Nikki, who you got in this one?
I agree. I think Missouri gave everything to Bama, but I do think it doesn't matter. I think Auburn's that bad, so I do still think Missouri's going to win.
Nikki, did that influence you, Nikki? Did that influence you, Nikki?
No, I don't think
Auburn is a Gator too. She hates Auburn too.
I can't stand them. Come on.
She hates everything in the state of Alabama.
Oh, I actually have no problem with Bama themselves. I just can't stand Auburn, and their coach. He just makes me want to puke.
You like Bama better now.
You don't like the Hugh Freeze creepy stare?
No,
no. Hey, I bet Nikki likes Bama better now that Nick Saban's gone. Don't you, Nikki?
No, I loved Nick. How can
everybody loves Saban? We all want Saban back.
It's like you can't hate a team. There's too much respect. And honestly, if you go back with that Florida, Alabama, the way they've played each other,
even though Saban made Tim Tebow cry.
He did.
It's still the standard in the conference.
And so playing each other. But I can't stand Auburn. I can't stand Freeze. He's creepy. I can't stand Cam Newton.
He is the creepiest man ever.
He is, and I can't stand Cam.
You know what? If he was really a man of the Lord, if he was really a man of the Lord, Freeze, he'd have his next tent revival and his next baptism, and he'd bring in Bruce Pearl and lay hands and anoint him and heal him right on the spot. You're healed.
He needs to.
Bob, when you say Lord, you mean Lord Vader? Or
It all depends on perspective, just like Obi-Wan told Luke.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Did Ed pick on this one? Ed.
I think Missouri brings low energy to this game.
Low T.
God damn it, Ed.
Auburn, 23-20.
Ed and I are agreeing. There we go, Ed. Let's go, man.
Contrarian there.
War Eagle.
I don't think it matters.
Bruce already went on this, right?
No, I haven't.
Okay, go ahead.
I gotta go with Missouri on this.
Misery.
I mean, Big Guy
There
Bruce.
you go.
We gotta be
Brothers are being
transparent to our
flunked on the way.
transparent to our listeners. The only reason Bruce is picking Missouri is because Gary Pinkel coached there, and he was a disciple of the great legendary Don James.
There you go.
Yes, he is. I will give him that, and that's about it.
And Auburn just sucks.
Well, we all know that Auburn's not good. We knew that.
No.
I mean, we saw that at
Well,
the
so
beginning when
is
we did our SEC preview.
Fuck
But-
Auburn.
John,
All right,
you remember that Saban was a disciple of James too. So.
Yeah.
That's right, he was.
Dude.
As well as Saban is a disciple of Bill Belichick.
Goodness.
So
And
are
guys,
we are
are-
at Utah at BYU?
yes, we're at
we-
Utah
we
at
are.
BYU. The Holy War.
The Holy War. Let's go. The battle for the Beehive Boot. I've never seen this Beehive Boot, but I want to see it.
Goodness. I've only seen it myself on PlayStation 2.
I don't know why they don't. Yeah, I've seen it on NCAA football, but I've never seen them. They got to take a lesson from the Big Ten. The Big Ten does the rivalry trophies the best. Like the other week, Iowa put a hurting on Wisconsin, and that was for the Heartland Trophy, which is a big bowl on top of this trophy base, and they carried it out, the middle field. I want to see the Beehive Boot in this game. Whoever wins, show us the Beehive Boot, please.
The Beehive Boot. They need to break it off on us, man. I need to check that mug out.
Show
I
us
just
They
the
made that shit up, dude. It don't even exist. It never
No,
did.
it does, Doug. It really
Really?
does.
You
I mean,
Yes.
you have two teams with such a cultural difference. I mean, it's just remarkable how different the two schools are. It's just night and day.
what how
Bruce, I
would
think you
you
should start-
characterize that?
Bruce, I think
expand that, Bruce.
you should start with this one, Bruce. This is your wheelhouse.
Being
This
Mormon.
is hey, Bruce. This is our way of sticking our toe into some politics.
You know, I am Mormon. I'll readily admit it. But I got to go with Utah. I'm being blasphemous.
The religion didn't matter at the end of the day.
No, it doesn't. And I'm a Weddington fan. He finds a way to win games. It's usually defense, and I think they'll stop BYU's offense. So that's how I read the game. I read the game with a 27-14 score.
Hell yeah. Well,
This is only the
I'll go on
fourth
the limb.
time. This is only the fourth time for our listeners. The fourth time in the Holy War that these two have matched up, both being ranked in the top 25. Just the fourth time.
damn it.
Now Utah owns this series, by the way, big time. 60 wins to 33 losses and 4 ties.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Sky and Anastasia told me that at least 40 times.
Yeah, I'm sure
It was only 37.
he'll hate me.
Does the BYU? What's that, Nikki?
I said he only said it 37 times. I've been keeping track.
Oh shit! I mean, I knew it was a lot, Nikki.
That's pretty neat. Now, I found it very interesting. Now, I'm curious, and I was getting ready to Google this, whether that BYU evened up the record any under Lavelle Edwards, and when they had players like Jim McMahon and Steve Young.
I can help you with that, Dr. Balls. Give me just a sec here. So there was a run of quarterbacks there from the late 70s to the early 90s for the BYU Cougars. You start, you start with a Jim McMahon. After that, you had a Steve Young. Then you go Robbie Bosco. And then you go their lone Heisman Trophy winner, Ty Detmer. So you had 4 great quarterbacks in a row there. And, that was the height of BYU winning most of their games in the series. So from 1979 to 1992, which is a span of 13 years, BYU went 12-1 against Utah.
So, Sean, I know you're going to know the answer to this. Steve Young, any relation to Brigham Young?
He is. In fact, I believe he's the great grandson of Brigham Young, the founder of the Church of Latter-day Saints.
Such a cool story.
As well as the founder of BYU University.
Such a cool story. I mean, I heard that when I was like 14 years old watching ESPN one night real late, and I've remembered it ever since.
And I would say Steve Young is the greatest of those four that they produced under Lavelle Edwards. Super Bowl MVP, NFL MVP. He didn't win the Heisman that Ty Detmer did. We can argue about who should have won that year. But, and he's a Pro Football Hall of Fame member, and I believe he's also in the College Football Hall of Fame. Now, McMahon has the greatest win in BYU history, the epic comeback in the Holiday Bowl to beat the SMU Mustangs that had Eric Dickerson and Craig James, the Pony Express, 45-44. And I think that was 83 or 84. Bruce can fact check me on that one. But McMahon rallied him from like 30 down to win that game. But I'm going to go against Bruce. Went with Whittingham and Utah, and that's a smart bet because Utah's kind of had the run of this series. But give me Kalani Sitake and the BYU Cougars. They're at home. They're in Provo at Lavelle Edwards Stadium. Give it to me. BYU 31, Utah 28. Go Cougs.
Is everybody going?
I haven't picked it yet.
I haven't either.
Ned hasn't picked it yet. Nikki hasn't picked it yet.
Y'all go ahead.
Nikki.
I'm going to go with BYU at home. I have a weird feeling. So I'm going to go BYU actually 28 and Utah 21.
Ow. Ed.
I got a defensive battle. I'm not completely sold on Utah, but I think BYU keeps it rolling till they fuck up late in the season. 20-16.
Nice. And I'm going to say that BYU wins, and it's going to be a close one. I'm thinking 22-20. And you pick this one, Doug?
Give me the Mormons 28.
Good choice. Good choice.
Wait. I mean, I think what would be great is if BYU wins this game and they keep rolling. Texas Tech wins. If we get an unbeaten BYU against Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game,
that would be a good game.
That would not only would that be a great game, but that's going to put pressure on that. What is it? 13-person committee that meets in Dallas for the CFP. We're talking about who gets how many. The argument. The Big Ten is the
anything to make this more difficult, right, Sean?
Absolutely. We want those.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I want those 13 people, whoever they are. I don't know who they are, but Heather Dinich will be waiting in the hallway for them when they come out of that closed door meeting in December to have tough questions for them. Why did you put this team in? Why did you put that team? Because of Tony Petitti and the Big Ten saying, no, we should get 4 teams every year. No, you should not. You should not. It should be the best teams should be in the playoff, not a guarantee. And that's why I love Greg Sankey of the SEC. He says, conference champions, and then the rest be the best 12 teams or whatever. That's the way it should be.
All right, so is that it on that one?
Yes.
That's it.
All right, so let me just go ahead and say that I should never use red for the crack pipe anymore because I look at this and I see Betty Crocker is all I see.
I have a hankering for some hamburger helper.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so but this is not the Betty Crocker game of the week. This is the
It's the crack pipe game of the week.
The crack pipe game of the week, Doug. It sounds so important. We got Ole Miss at Georgia. We got Lane Kiffin. We got Kirby Smart. Could this be a change in the guard in the SECs? What do you think, guys?
So let me chime in first and just say that we're looking for a crack pipe distributor to do a commercial on the podcast, and we haven't found one yet for the segment.
Macanudo cigarette tubes.
Yeah, if you run a crack pipe company, hit us up because this is your spot.
Oh no! What they do is they use Macanudo cigarette tubes that are made out of glass, and then they take a BB or something and bust out one end of it, and then smooth it out.
No, we want to do it the right way, Bob.
Oh, okay.
Keep it classy, Bob.
The government approved way.
Now, when I was going to UK, when I was going to
materials.
When I was going to UK, somebody in the lab showed me how to make the ultimate crack pipe. And what you do is you take the tubing, the glass tubing, you got your little Bunsen burner, and you get it into you take a long piece and what's that?
He said Bunsen burner.
Wait.
He did. I heard that shit.
So you take the Bunsen burner and you heat up like a U at the end of it, right? So and then you take something while it's hot and trumpet the end of it, and then when it cools down, the way it works is you put your piece of crack in it, and then you melt it down into the U, and then you light the U where it's all dripped down into, and you don't waste any of it, or at least that's what I heard.
Did you say someone from the left?
From the lab.
I'm lost. I never been around crack.
You're staying out of that, Ed.
Did you say someone from the left?
No, from the lab at UK.
Oh,
right?
lab. I thought you were talking about Hunter Biden. Sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, he's very experienced, I must say.
He was fun.
Ed, you got anything to add to this, Ed?
No.
That was wise,
There's a
Ed.
commercial.
That was
Can't we
quick.
get Hunter to do it?
And wise too, Bruce.
Yeah.
Ed, think back to when you went to that Whitesnake concert in 1987.
Goodness.
Actually, I didn't, but I did.
He had tickets.
But when a pizza to Whitesnake after they did a concert at the Cap Center.
No, that's special.
Are they Clemson?
So I just want to say this right out of the gate. Is this the biggest game in Ole Miss, at least in the last 30 years?
I'd say it is.
Not to bring up bad memories there, Doug, but maybe 2014, 2015 when they beat Alabama.
I mean, that was a big game afterward, but was it a big game before?
I think it was 2014. Remember, that was that year where Mississippi State and Ole Miss were in the top 10 for a little bit.
Mhm.
You know, I don't think this is that big of a game because I think we've all talked about ad nauseum on this program that as much as particularly Nikki, who loves Lane Kiffin, and
I do.
You do. And I don't mind Lane Kiffin. I think he's fine. I don't care. But I don't think any of us are sold on Ole Miss. Like, who have they played? I hate to
You're
bring
not
up
sold on Georgia either.
But how can you be sold on?
Whoa! How can you not be sold on?
I can't.
I can't either.
I just want to say this, and I know people are discounting this, but Ole Miss took care of Washington State at home.
They did.
That game, Doug. I know you're throwing a left jab, but
I am, but I know that you like Washington State. I don't know why you do. Bruce.
He doesn't like Washington State, though. He despises Washington.
No,
I hate Washington
but he
State.
respects them for some reason. Tell us about it.
Yes, because of the coach. He's turning that program around.
You can only turn a group of 6 programs so far around before their players leave. I mean, if that was the case, then Oklahoma wouldn't have a quarterback this year.
But this is Georgia and Ole Miss. This isn't Wazoo. So I can't give it to Georgia because it's not the usual Georgia we see year in and year out. And this I see on the uprise. I see Kiffin coming up, and it could be good for him. Beating Georgia.
I love you, dog father, but absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ole Miss struggled to beat a really bad Washington State team at home last week, and maybe they had Georgia on their mind. Great song.
Georgia had a hard time beating a shitty Auburn team.
In Jordan Hare, that's
and
tell me what's a tougher place to play: Jordan Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama, or
Kirby has lost it when he is showing his ass on the sidelines and lying about taking.
But he didn't. He didn't. The only game Georgia's lost this year is to Alabama, who will be in the SEC championship game. They survived a terrible, tough road environment because Tennessee doesn't know you need a kicker. So they won that game. So Georgia's got one loss. They got new life. They're not going to lose to Ole Miss at home, particularly since College Game Day is going to be there. Kirby Smart doesn't lose those kind of games.
With Jelly Roll. He's bringing Jesus with him, okay?
He's bringing Jelly Roll. He's got a couple other. I think Luke Combs is going to be there. Dogs are not going to lose this game. They're not going to lose this game. They're going to win this game. No. Dogs are winning this game by 14, 34-20. No. Ole Miss is not that good. Who's Ole Miss's best win? What's their best win?
LSU.
LSU.
Washington State.
Washington State, yeah, exactly. So no, the Dogs are going to lose the game. The only game the Dogs might lose the rest of the way is the cocktail party in Jacksonville because Florida's got a damn good defense. That might. I
want them to lose all of the rest.
Of course you do, because you don't like Georgia. But the reality of the situation is they're not losing at home at Sanford Stadium between the hedges to Lane Kiffin. It's just not going to happen.
You want to know some shit? I don't like Ole Miss most of the time more than
but you don't
Georgia.
You hate Georgia more. Come on, Nikki. You can't. You can fool some of the people some of the time. You can't fool all the people all the time.
No, there's that kryptonite. Ole Miss has always been Florida's kryptonite, even back to the Eli, the Jevin Sneed, you name it. That has been a team that has always had our number.
Shout out to the podcast tonight. We got a Jevin Sneed reference. Well, I didn't see that on my bingo card.
You know it.
But I promise you, no team will practice harder for the rest of the way.
Exactly. Exactly.
But they're not playing Florida tonight, and this ain't the cocktail party. And my name isn't Lindsey Scott. But Georgia's beating Ole Miss in Athens Saturday. Book it. Take it to the bank.
And I'm not a Georgia hater. I want everyone to know that clearly.
I am. I want everyone to know that. I want everyone to know that.
I'm indifferent. The only thing I'm saying is this is not the same Georgia team that we're used to.
It's not the Kirby Smart teams that damn near won back-to-back national championships. Certainly,
but didn't.
I got you, but I got you.
Thank you, Sean.
But they're good enough to beat this Ole Miss team that struggled with Washington State at home.
Well, if Kiffin wants to make himself a better coach and have more recognition than he has.
He goes to Florida.
Bruce, you're nailing this because Kiffin is definitely at that crossroad where he's got to win one of these games, and if he doesn't, I think he's fixing to be on the pay no mind list.
You can holler, any day.
I think Ole Miss can do. I think they can do it. I do think Ole Miss can.
And Georgia's got the revenge factor. Ole Miss beat them last year.
You know what? Those
Kirby doesn't forget those things.
By the way, Washington State already 3-3 overall. Bama. 3-3. They're going all the way to the ground.
Washington State, by the way, just to remind our listeners, played Ole Miss tough in Oxford last week. Lost 59-10 to North Texas. 59-10 to North Texas.
North Texas is good.
That's a hellacious mean green team.
And then
North Texas is not good. They just lost last week to a
ranked USF team.
Sean, we don't need details here, man.
Why are we doing the negativity?
That was a great fucking North Texas team.
Well, they gave up 66 to South Florida.
So this is my thing is
the Dogs are not losing between the hedges. It's not going to happen.
Well, you can say the Dogs because That's Ole Miss's mascot.
Have they
too.
lost at home this year?
Okay.
Yeah,
those
They've lost to
hedges
their
are
kryptonite,
already
Doug, which
halfway
is Alabama.
down.
They haven't beat Alabama in forever.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
What are they?
That's
1-8
what I'm saying.
against Bama in the last 15 years?
That is my whole point right there. Those hedges are already halfway mowed down. Lane trains coming in and mowing them all
They
the
never
way.
have been, never will be.
They're gonna mow them the rest.
All right, who hasn't gone on the Betty Crocker game
haven't.
of the week?
I haven't.
Go ahead, Ed.
Now I want
So clearly, Ole Miss was looking past Washington State and was pointing toward this game.
Yeah.
And Georgia's not quite as good as they've been in recent years. They're still a good, solid football team, but they're not as good.
Okay.
But
But
Georgia's not losing 2 games at home in the same season, and what Sean said is right. Ole Miss is not Alabama. It's Georgia close, 26-20.
Why did I say Bama would beat Georgia? Kirby's hair.
I think
He
we
still
all
has the
said
same
Alabama
haircut.
was going to
He
be.
has
he
the same
still has the
haircut.
same hair. She's right
He
on
has
that.
the same right there. Done. Ole Miss.
All right, so
You're going to
by
hate
20.
on Kirby's hairstylist, who's a guy
It's
named
worse.
Sam, and he's fantastic. He does
Oh,
great
You
work.
know what?
Ole Miss by
It's what-
hair.
That is, yeah. I'm 100%. I'm gonna get them to sponsor us, not him.
Oh, go Nikki.
Who hasn't gone? Sorry, Nikki picked Ole Miss.
Nikki, you already got a sponsor at Florida. You got Levi's jean shorts.
I'm talking about we're smacking off. I know I have like unlimited Levi too because of it, and Wrangler. We do Wrangler too.
So Ole Miss 10.5, Georgia 10.
There's no half points.
Come on, Sean.
Do we want to
go?
see? Do we want to see the line on this game real quick?
Sure,
The line
yes, we'll pull
is.
it up. We need it.
All right, let's see the line.
Get prepared to change your pick, Ed.
Georgia is a 6.5-point favorite over Ole Miss.
Sounds about right. I mean, they should be at 7 because they're at home. So the Ole Miss.
Well, it depends on who you want to make your bet with. Some say 6, some say 6.5, some say 7, and then the biggest one is 7.5.
And I say Ole Miss by 14. Ha 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 ha. Fuck them.
Oh boy,
You are
Bob, have you gone on this?
Nikki, you know I'm going to talk shit next week.
Do you think I care if he loses? I want him to come to Florida.
Especially when Kirby's going to baptize old Billy Napier.
We all know that ain't happening this year.
Bob? Oh, shit. Bob?
Dr. Ball.
He loses the host? Oh, wait.
3.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were shut off somehow. Did you leave and come back in?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just sitting here chilling, listening to what everybody had to say until I got my little chance.
I thought I hadn't heard you in a while.
You
That's why I
got
started
Dr.
calling your
Balls
name.
all spun up with that cooking cocaine
I
discussion.
know he was looking for a Bunsen burner.
Didn't you tell us about how you take a skull can and make some cowboy crack out of it or something?
Yeah, I'm Copenhagen, actually.
So, Bob, we're at the Betty Crocker game of the week, and tell us.
Well, that's right. And I think Georgia, man, is going to stiffen up. Just like you said, it's at home. The game day is going to be there. Kirby can't be one-upped by Lane Kiffin. And I think Lane Kiffin, I think he's not quite James Franklin, but I don't think in the end he can deliver the goods in terms of winning a national championship at Ole Miss or anywhere else. So, therefore, fuck your team, Ole Miss. And I got Georgia 30-23.
Whoa.
Okay,
Speaking
so
of that, Dr. Balls brings up a great point. Even though he gave lip service on SEC Network, rumors are out there. Maybe Lane to Penn State. Anyone want to bite on that one?
I've actually seen some print. I've seen some print of that, and when I was reading articles on the show, that he's one of the ones that they would reach out to. Oh, and some breaking news that I read right before the show that was put out by Kentucky Sports Radio is that Stoops may go to Virginia Tech, and there'll be no buyout because he'll go on his own.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be good for.
He'd be stupid to do that, Bob. I'd go ahead and collect everything I could, and then take another job.
Yeah, I would agree with Doug. I think if you're Stoops at Kentucky, make Kentucky fire you with whatever you got left on that deal.
Unless Virginia Tech's going to make up the difference.
They don't have.
And I doubt it.
They don't have that. They don't have that.
Yeah.
All right, so am I the only one that didn't pick on Ole Miss and
Ole Miss and Georgia? It's up to you, Doug. I know who you're going
to. So here's the deal, man. The stage is set. This right here is Lane Kiffin's moment. He can actually climb. He can actually become a legitimate top tier coach by winning this game on the road. He really could.
Yeah.
Give me Georgia 35, Ole Miss 20.
The heel turn. I love it. Yes.
You traitor, Doug.
Because it's fucking Lane Kiffin. Because
I can't feel it. I can't wrap my brain around it.
We all
now if he does it, I'll sing a song.
All knew Lane Kiffin was a bum when Al Davis fired him using an overhead projector in 2009.
And he left him on here.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say this. I will write a song for Lane Kiffin if he wins this, and it'll be on the podcast next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ole Miss is going back to the Poland Weed Eater Bowl this year. They're one of the top fugazi teams in college football right now. Who have they beat? Who have they played? Nobody.
Did they beat Tulane?
I mean, okay, right? I mean, Tulane's not in the SEC anymore.
Wait, hold up. Did they play Tulane?
They did beat Tulane. Yeah, they beat Tulane at home. But I mean, it's not like Tulane's in the SEC anymore. I mean, they do still have more SEC championships than Mississippi State, but still, they're not. They're in the AAC anymore. They're in the AAC. So
yeah.
No, I mean, Ole Miss is going to go 0-2 the next 2 weeks. Period. They got 2 tough games coming up. I don't see them winning either of them. They're at Georgia this week, and who are they at next week? Let's just take a quick look real quick. Because I looked at the so they have at Georgia this week, which I'm surprised Game Day is going there for that one. That tells you what I thought they'd be at the Tennessee-Alabama game, to be honest.
I guess just the rankings.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, it's the only top 10 matchup, I think.
But I think the Tennessee Alabama game is a way more important game for the conference. But it is what it is. Maybe Game Day hadn't been to Athens in a while, so whatever. But Ole Miss is going to lose to Georgia this week. And then they got to go to Oklahoma the following week. And they're going to lose that game, too.
Oklahoma. Yeah, it's going to be like the musical, right? Only it's going to be a whole lot less pleasant. You know what I mean?
I mean, Ole Miss start, like, they beat Duke. Excuse me. They beat, who did they beat here? I got to pull it up here. Let's see here. Jeez, good Lord. Get this shit straight.
The big Kentucky.
Ole Miss. This is their Fugazi for the 2025 season here, real quick. So they beat Georgia. They beat Georgia State. They beat Kentucky at Kentucky. Sorry, Bob. They beat Arkansas. They beat Tulane, and then they squeaked one out against LSU. And I think we all know LSU is a little soft this year. Then they squeaked one out against Washington State. That's their record right now.
Yeah, he's right. So you know what Sean is trying to tell you, Nikki, right?
So they're
no, he's
too.
He's trying to
snowball
tell
chance in hell.
He's trying to tell you that not this week, but next week, right after the loss to who was it, Sean?
So they're going to lose at Georgia, and then they're going to lose at Oklahoma.
But what if they don't?
Right after the loss to Oklahoma is when Florida makes their play. That's when they're going to get their best deal.
If they don't, Nikki, I'll sing the Florida fight song for you if you want me to.
Bob, you got anything to send us off?
Yes. Everybody like, subscribe, share, comment, join, get your
Buy a
Smacking
t-shirt.
Podcast merchandise, and fuck your team.
All right, fuck y'all. Y'all get 2 hours. 2 hours.
Great
And
show. Great
Awesome
show. It
show.
was a big week, Doug. Big week.
We covered it all.
We did.
Hallelujah.
See you
Love
on the
you guys.
donkey balls. Donkey
Bye.
balls.